Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday evening. Obviously, I know I don't do evening videos, and I think I only really ever do them when it comes to the transfer window because there's always so much to talk about. So in this video, we are talking about Tyler Dibling, the interest in him that sort of, I think, really emerged this morning, but we have a bit more of an update from that. And I think it's more from like the German side of things. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about obviously the Hoffenheim game on Thursday. Got some interesting stuff to talk about that. I love talking about European away days. I love talking about teams that I may never ever talk about ever again in terms of a preview. So I'm really looking forward to that. We've also got the loan roundup. We've got some good stuff coming from there. So much to talk about. There's even more reports coming out from the club, really feeding down information to the reporters in the world of Spurs. So let's jump in and let's talk about it because what we'll do is we'll start with Dibling, all right? Because and actually another one after that. I've got this is what I mean. I always say it's one thing, and then there's another thing that I realised I sort of kept aside earlier. So Tyler Dibling, right? Young startlet for Southampton, 18-year-old. So Florian Plettenberg was a guy that said that Leipzig were quite keen on him. They were going to make a bid, but the bid was quite, I can't remember exactly the figure, but it was quite low. He's come out only a few hours ago saying that Tottenham are currently the biggest competitor for RB Leipzig in the race to sign Tyler Dibling. Southampton have rejected all offers so far and want to extend the contract beyond 2027. Leipzig are aware of the strong competition, especially from England, but pushing to sign the 18-year-old super talent from Southampton. Dibling is currently injured and expect to be fit again in a few weeks' time. So yeah, if you're not aware, he actually is injured at the moment. So, that's the irony, Spurs trying to sign a player who's injured. It's good practice for the fact that, mate, you're going to be injured at Spurs. Okay. Even Spurs, Tony, Callum, Giant, Jessica, Hansi, DJ Classic Zoons. How are we all? Yeah, look, I really like Tyler Dibling. I think he's a super, super talented player. I really do. I mean, look, glass half full. You've got Yang, Odebear. You could have a Dibling and a Mikey Moore. Just saying that in theory could be your four-man rotation for wingers for years to come. They're all in their teens, You got Lancashire at the striker, the Lee, Scarlett. You'd hope one of them would turn out to be good. There's a lot of promising things there, but the issue is I mean, I make the joke, is he going to stay fit? I'm going to say yes, he is. I'm just going to hold on to that and be positive. Will we sign people that are ready to go right now, though? And Dibling is a super talented player, and I really like him. And it could be one of those that we go in 3 or 4 years' time. Do you remember we could have signed him? And we didn't. Like we did Grealish and all the other millions of players. Is this another one? Sorry. Joshua, how are you, mate? Notice keep this Tomori interest heating up. Tag me on Twitter, mate. I'll have a look at it. Even D's, mate, how are you? Nice university trip. Love it. Why would we do up now if he's injured? Because that's what we do. I like Delap Pansy, but it's not going to happen this window, that's for sure. What's our defence on Thursday? It's me at centre-back, full-backs. It's all of it. Even Sonia, how are you? So look, on Dibling, that's a little bit on him, okay? Now, if you want to know a little bit more about Tyler Dibling, I'll quick little rundown on him, okay? So, yeah, he is 18. He's actually 19 in the middle of February, all right? So, middle of February, he's 19. I mean, this season he's played 24 times for Southampton, 4 goals, 6 assists. So every 4 games he gets a goal or an assist. Okay, he's literally at Southampton's come through the academy at the under 18s, all the way up to under 21s, and then obviously playing for the first team. He does play both right wing and left wing, but you mostly find him on the right wing. I mean, transfer market value at 22 million euros. He's going to be way more, and I mean way more than that. Minimum double. All right. Dimmy's a bit one pace for me. I think he'll eventually have to play as a 10. I heard Davies will be sold to Leeds. Where's that come from? Jazz, send it in the Discord if you've got it to hand. But look, there's that. I mean, look, when we talk about obviously Marcus Rashford, I think he's going to be off to Barca, by the way. I thought I'd just drop that one in there. And yeah, let's talk about this interesting report coming from the club. This has to be from the club. It says Tottenham Hotspur want to keep Ange Postecoglou in the job until at least the Carabao Cup semi-final against Liverpool, which is only a couple of weeks away now. It's not far away. I think it's 3 weeks away, actually. Sorry. However, any major slip-ups between now and then could convince Daniel Levy, who's rarely shy about pulling the trigger, to dismiss the Australian. Well, look, let's hope it doesn't get there, obviously, because it's never a good sign. I mean, the people we are linked to is Kieran McKenna, Areola, and Thomas Frank. I think McKenna would be the only one that could truly sit there and say that he'd like the move, if I'm honest, right now. The other two, I don't see it. Yeah. Not great. Not great. Anyway, moving on, because we've got so much to talk about. We've still got the loan roundup. We still got the game, and I'm buzzing to talk about Hoffenheim. I really, really am buzzing to talk Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim, sorry. He should be a nice person born in February. Us February people are nice. We are nice. All right. Well, Deez, mate, honestly, send him in the Discord so I can have a look at it. Oh, here we go. Jazz has done it for me. Jazz is a good one. Good egg. It's Football Insider saying that Tottenham are open to Ben Davies' move to Leeds. I don't know. I don't. I think in a perfect world, I'd be like, oh, okay, we get a few quid out of that. And then I'm like, we don't have enough defenders to ship off and move them out of the club. We need as many as we can get right now. So I don't know. Levy needs to help Ange, yeah, absolutely. Terzic should be an awful manager for us. I talked about it, Deez. Anyway, come on, let's jump in. We got so much more to talk about. So much more. Let's do you know what? We're going to do the almightiest, quickest loan roundup you're ever going to see. I do it every week, and I normally do it on Tuesday. So we're going to jump in. 30 seconds I'm aiming for per person. I won't be long on this. I'll be only a few minutes. You ready? Ready, set, go. Leeds to start. 3-0 win at home for Leeds. Manor Solomon on the score sheet, doing well in his loan move there at Leeds at the moment. Leeds right now as well, I'll bring this in. Leeds are sitting top of the league. They are 3 points clear of third, who is the first playoff spot, which is Burnley. Leeds are doing well. They're doing well. If they come straight back up, they've got the money to spend on our boy Manor. All right. And I hope they cash in on our boy Manor. But a goal, a clean sheet, solid enough. Stoke 1-1 draw away to West Brom with Ashley Phillips playing the full 90 again. If I'm honest, West Brom probably looking at this going, we should have been better. I mean, 23 shots to Stoke's 5, 64% possession to their 36. West Brom sitting in the playoff spot right now. Stoke City down in a relegation battle. I mean, Stoke City are only 2 points clear of second bottom, which is Luton Town, by the way. That's mental as well. I mean, 21 draws or losses this season for Stoke in 27 games. That's not a good sign. But, I mean, 3 draws. Is that 3 draws in a row? 3 draws in a row as well. They're the ultimate drawing specialist. Over to Girona in Spain. 2-1 loss at home to Sevilla. Brian Hill starting in this game. Again, they went 1-0 up. They had more possession, but they didn't really do anything with the possession. And that was a big loss because, with a win there, they're sitting in 6th. They're sitting in Europe at that point. And then they're only 2 points behind 5th, which is the Europa League. 6th, I think, is the Conference League in their league. They don't get you 2 Europas, I think. I might be wrong, but, regardless, that's a bad result. And actually, they're only 3 points clear of 12th, which is quite alarming. La Liga, what is it with these leagues this season? So many leagues are contested over a few points. Like the Championship relegation is just mental. 2-1 win for Espanyol at home to Valladolid. Valise actually starting this game, which is nice. Now, Espanyol are in the bottom 3. Valise didn't score in this, but they beat bottom. That was what you would call the almightiest of 6-pointers. So good news for them. I mean, 11 losses in 20 is never a great sign. They're not scoring even a goal a game, which is not a great sign, especially when our guy's a striker. But I mean, at home having 35% possession, is this Conte ball? I don't know. Notts County 3-0 win away to Accrington Stanley. By the way, George Abbott scored on this. And if you haven't seen, I really recommend you going on YouTube, pulling up the Notts County game away to Accrington Stanley, because George Abbott scored an absolutely bonkers volley. It comes from a corner. It goes all the way towards the back post, all the way towards the back corner. And he just runs in on it and just leathers it. And it goes rocketing into the top corner. I really recommend it. Invest in better shin pads. Fair enough. Exactly, Chris. I agree. No manager can do a 12 change. Absolutely. Who are they? Who are they? Dean, I'm glad someone was helping me with the Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Mansfield losing 2-1 at home against Wycombe Wanderers, who are second in the league. Mansfield are in 10th. Obviously, Matthew Craig has gone there. Now, Matthew Craig was at Barnsley, who are actually fifth in the same league. He's dropped only 5 places to the team, 5 places below to Mansfield. I'm hoping he starts playing more and more minutes. I think he played about half an hour in this game. I think Mansfield will be unhappy they didn't come out of this with a draw, though. Looking at the stats, I mean, stats are one thing and it's always deceiving, but I think they should have gotten more out of that. Finishing off with Leyton Orient and Westerlo. Westerlo losing 3-2 away to Antwerp, which, by the way, the first goal scorer in this game was Vincent Janssen, the Spurs legend himself, who I think he's got like 14 goal contributions in 21 games for Antwerp, by the way. And then Westerlo come back. They take a lead into halftime at 2-1. And the 57th minute, there's this guy who plays centre-back for Antwerp who scored. It's Toby Alderweireld. Oh, not sure who that is. And Toby equalises it up. And then Antwerp get a penalty in the 96th minute to win that game. Alfie Devine playing the full game. Obviously, Vuskovic suspended for the game due to a previous sending off. So there's that. And then finishing off, Leyton Orient 0-0 away to Peterborough. Obviously, Josh Keeley starting, getting the clean sheet again. Having a phenomenal season, by the way, Josh Keeley for Leyton Orient. I mean, Leyton Orient have conceded 22 in 25, and you're thinking, well, that's good, yeah. I mean, bearing in mind, they were towards the bottom of the league before he started playing for them, and then he started playing for them, and they kept clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. And then he scored and assisted as well, and then also saved the winning penalty. Sorry, he saved a penalty to win the penalty shootout against Derby in the FA Cup. So he's having a monster time. Donnelly did play in this game, by the way, as well. He did come off and substituted in the 59th minute. I do also see that Dylan Mokandi actually plays for Leyton Orient now as well. He got substituted as well. But look, they're playing against a team in Peterborough who in 25 games have scored 41 and conceded 46. So if you've got a ticket to a Peterborough game, minus out this one, you're expecting some good goals, all right? So there you go. There is the loan roundup. We are done. I thought that was pretty good. I think we did that in about 3 or 4 minutes. I think that's probably a PB for me. Al Dente, thanks, mate. I'm good. How are you? Ndiaye's best dribbler in the Prem. We should go for him. I don't know. Have you not seen me? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at dribbling. Not with the football. Divino goal too. Good shout. I've got that, Luke. Appreciate that, mate. A team here in Australia had many hamstrings. They changed the medical team and fit its team and they're lying and got one hamstring in full season medical team. Stops so many things. Exactly. Tariq Buchanan. Bookman. I saw that Bayern actually signed a player from Hoffenheim, which is beautiful. And it's such a great segue that Inner Hype's actually helped me. We're going to segue into the Hoffenheim preview. Appreciate it, Sonia and Dane. Look, Hoffenheim, a team right now who is 15th in the Bundesliga. They are 3 points above Heidenheim, who is 16th. And I believe in the Bundesliga, they have a playoff situation where 16th in the Bundesliga plays the playoff spot in the Bundesliga 2. Now, obviously, not good at the moment. 18 games played, 4 wins, 5 draws, 9 losses, 23 goals scored, and 35 conceded. So they score, I mean, about 1.3 goals a game. They're conceding basically 2 goals a game. So you would expect Spurs to score. We'll move on for that one. We'll move on really quickly from that one. Hoffenheim, in their last 5 outings, they drew away to Dortmund, which is a phenomenal result. They then lose 2-1 at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach, losing 1-0 at home to Wolfsburg. They lost 5-0 away to Bayern Munich, and then they won last weekend, actually, away to Holstein Kiel 3-1. So ironically, a draw and a win at the start and end of that 5-game spell with 3 losses in the middle. Holstein Kiel, obviously below them in the league, so a massive 6-pointer for them as well. I mean, Dortmund are 10th. What the? I thought Dortmund would be in around sort of 5, 6, 7. I don't realize they were 10th. Again, they are 10th. And if results go their way one weekend and they have a massive goal swing, they could be 6th. So they're 6 points behind 5th. They're 7 points behind 4th. Again, every league seems to be absolutely mental at the moment, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now, Hoffenheim, like I said, I believe they actually sold a player to Bayern Munich. I was doing some research on Christian Ilzer, who is their manager, and I was doing some research into the style of play that he implores. And when he was at Sturm Graz, he actually showcased a quote: a highly direct approach in their build-up play, aiming to advance the ball up the field quickly and decisively. Rather than relying on intricate passing sequences, they often seek long vertical passes to exploit spaces behind opponents' defensive lines. So our high line is definitely getting tested. So there you go. Yeah, we're not getting Gittins, and they can have him, Ten Hag. I need to come back to Dibling in a minute because I've just seen some more information. Okay. Josh Kiddie's up for a full Irish call for senior squad. Things you bloody love to see, Ed. Thank you for that. So yeah, that was a little bit on Hoffenheim's style of play. Now, Christian Ilzer. Now, I was looking at Hoffenheim and their formation they employ. They normally go for a 3-4-1-2. I was sort of that they employed that 13 times this season. They've used a 4-2-3-1 9 times this season. And then between a 4-4-2, a 3-5-2, a 3-4-2-1, they've employed that, I think, 5 times. So that is across all competitions. You're finding that they're going to play a 3-4-1-2 or really a 4-2-3-1. That was used 22 times. So really fascinating stuff on Hoffenheim and their style of play. I mean, just having a look in the Bundesliga, they started actually in August playing a 3-4-2-1. They stopped it for a bit. They started picking up again in September and then October and in November. So then the 4-2-3-1. So the 4-2-3-1 is the formation they have played all the way through December into January, basically. So that's the formation that we need to be wary of. That's probably what they're going to do. In the Europa League, they've played really a 3-4-1-2 at the start of the Europa League. And then since then, they've played the 4-2-3-1. Yeah. So look, that's how I have an idea. It looks like a 4-2-3-1 at the moment is Hoffenheim's style of play. I mean, I was looking at some of the players they have at the moment. Oliver Baumann in goal. Obviously, he's kind of a legend of German football over the last sort of few years. Ozan Kabak, the centre-back. You also had Kramaric, who I'd say is like their main guy. Gift Orban is there at the moment, if you remember Gift Orban. Adam Holzek, the guy from Leverkusen. I believe it was Tom Bischoff who's gone to Bayern Munich. So you have a bit of an idea. There's a few players in there, some household names. There's more that I could go with, like Florian Grealish as well. So I could go on and on. I'm not going to bother with that because you'd be bored listening to me. So how do you guys feel ahead of this game with Hoffenheim? I mean, I was looking at the team from last weekend, which was obviously a win away to Holstein Kiel. It says they played a 4-2-3-1. Baumann in goal, Pras, Akpoguma, Chavez, Gondry at the back, Bischoff and Stach at the holding midfield, Moerstedt, Kramaric, Holsek, and Yardimchi. There you go. Oh, there's some names that have made me really work hard there, isn't there? Good Lord. Richarlison start tomorrow. Do we think? I don't hate that. I just started supporting in the NCAA and it's Notre Dame. Oh, they're going to be good under Freeman unless someone in the NFL goes for him. But they should be good for a long time to come, Notre Dame. They should be. Yeah, it was one of those games. Ohio State are pretty damn good. Unless they play. You can't really see it. But Michigan, unless they play Michigan. We don't want to take a 1-1 draw on a slightly increased energy pace. Well, I mean, I'm here to win every game personally, but I get what you're going with that. So, yeah, right. I'm coming back to that in a minute. Looking for Spurs at the moment. Obviously, there was talk that Basuma is out injured for at least a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. We will obviously be missing out on Johnson. He's out for a few weeks. Solanke should be back hopefully by the Liverpool game in sort of the early-ish February period. So we're going to be missing him for a couple of weeks. Obviously, Desi's still out. Romero's still out. Mickey's still out. Vicario's still out. Bentancur might be back. Apparently, there is rumours that Bentancur may be healthy again. Which, regardless of Spurs, regardless of football, regardless of anything like that, just for him, I'm happy that he's recovered and recovered well. That's the key thing for Roddy. He's needed, ironically, now with Basuma being out. Ben's obviously back. Now, I personally... I'm struggling with this one with Ben because I'm thinking, well, Ben needs to play. It's Hoffenheim. It's important. And a part of me also goes, he played 90 minutes the weekend off of not playing a game of football 6 weeks. Are we better off leaving him to the weekend and letting him recover? Because he's going to be needed the weekend as well. And I can't see Ben Davies playing 3 games in a week when he's just come back from a 6-week injury. He's also in his 30s. We kind of kill Son for his fatigue because obviously he hasn't played so much football. We can't risk it at Ben Davies. It really can't. I mean, Dragic apparently is okay and good to go for this game. The stitches were just stitches. There's no concussion. Start watching the NFL, take my mind off the bad Spurs results. Good point. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have my new channel set up to talk NFL. So there you go. You're from Michigan. Go blue. Go blue. Hey, Big D, how are you, mate? But looking at this game, for me, starting in goal, Kinski won't be in goal, will he? He's not registered for this part of the competition until the knockout stages when you can adjust your European squad. So Brandon Austin or Fraser Forster will be in goal for this game. We're guaranteed into one change. You would have to say Spence can't play in this game, mate. Oh, Ben Davies is playing this game. Ben Davies is playing this game because Jed Spence can't play in this game. So Pedro Porro's at right back, Dragic at centre half. I assume Ben Davies and left back Archie Gray. I think that's the kind of thinking I'm going with. Don't really have many other defensive options. Hang on. I just want to go back to the last Europa League game that Spurs had because I want to look at the bench. Where was it? Rangers. Here we go. 12th of December. That feels such a long time ago. Obviously, Desi and Doggy played in that game. We had Dorrington on the bench. Oh, yeah, okay. It's just youngsters. That's what we had on the bench for defenders. Well, look, I think Archie Gray will probably go and play left back, and I think Ben Davies will probably play centre half. That's my thinking on that. We're literally at the stage of whoever is fit starts. We blame Ange for injuries in defence. I'm coming to Mikey Moore. Don't worry. So midfield, let's get to the midfield. If Bentancur is good and raring to go, Bentancur comes back into this game for me. Looking at, hang on, if I go back to the Everton game, I don't really want to, but I'm just looking at the bench. Gives me an idea as to what I'm dealing with here. Okay, there's no one on the bench. I don't know why I bothered looking. There's no one on the bench. Why do I do it to myself? So Pape and Bergval and Madison were playing. So if Bentancur's back, Bentancur, Bergval, Madison, are we all pretty happy with that? Because Johnson's not fit. Oh, here we go. Johnson's not fit, right? So therefore, Kulu has to play right wing. Kulu would have to play right wing. Yang, I don't think, can be part of this squad either. Richie, Sonny, Lancashire, and Moore are the other options in attack. Right, trying to put this team together is absolutely it's easy, but still so difficult to picture, if you get what I mean. Spurs is helping Ange by prepping his compensation package. Right, Austin, Porro, Radu, Gray, Davies, Bentancur, Bergval, Kulu, Son, Richie, Moore. Oh, got saludos desde Chile. Hang on, let's Google translate that because I have no idea what that means. And I probably should because I'm trying to learn Spanish. Right. Let's see. Greetings from Chile, it means. Well, thank you very much, Hotspurs emissary. We love to see it. What a legend. Well, gracias. There we go. There you go. Aren't Hoffenheim a tall, strong team? Yeah, I mean, Kramaric will sometimes play centre mid for him, and he's no slouch. Pray Gray doesn't get injured. Lancashire maybe gets some minutes. Looking forward to going to Spurs versus Milan. Legends in March. Anyone else going? I'm personally not, but I wonder what the Milan Legends are going to look like. There's a few in that Milan Legends team that could probably play minutes at Spurs right now. Look, all jokes aside, midfield for me, Bentancur. Do you know what? Bentancur, Bergval, Madison, put Sarr on the bench and let him play half an hour if necessary. Have Sarr rest. We could do with a fresh Sarr. I think in this team, we are so stripped of energy. It'd be so good to have a Pape with energy because I think that would change our team so much. Which also, by the way, if we were to be like, let's say we were 3-0 up on this game, don't bring Pape Matasar on. Don't bring, Son on if Son's not starting. Bring on the youngsters. Let Son and those sort of players get as much rest as they can possibly physically handle, Ben Davies is left back, left Archie left centre back, Dragon right centre back, Poirot right back. Yeah, I just got a feeling he might put Archie out at left back and put Ben Davies in at centre back, just because of pace and things like that. Yeah, I don't really believe much into that Allegri situation. By the way, Allegri, who plays the exact same football as Conte and Mourinho, was chased out of Juventus because they really didn't like him. We might as well just kept Conte and let him alienate the whole squad, I saw Milan play a match versus Tbilisi and had the likes of Rivaldo Cat. Oh, nice. Yeah. Some proper levy out evening. AMS, mate. How are you? Allegri's crap. Yeah, I do. Austin, Porro, Great, Davies, Bentancur. Jessica, I think you're missing players there. Or am I being stupid? Wait, Austin, Porro, Gray, Davies, Bentancur, Bergval, Moore, Richie, Lancashire, Yang. Yeah, missing it as defender. Imagine Manage has a fully fit squad. Many things will change. Yeah, I know about Silva. Look, for me, okay, let's do this. Austin in goal. Porro, Dragosin, Davies, Gray. However you want to do it. If Gray's playing left back or left centre back, regardless, I think that's all we have on offer. Which, if that's the case, I can't see Ben Davies playing at the weekend because I think even Ange will go, look, we're down bad. What we don't need is to force more injuries. He won't be able to play at the weekend. So that's probably where I'd go. The midfield, Bentancur, Bergval matters for me. I guess the idea is try and win the game in the first 60 minutes and then be able to get some of those players off. And then attacking 3. Kulu, Richie, Mikey Moore. Give me Mikey Moore minutes. Have Son on the bench. There's nothing wrong with having Son on the bench, but give me Mikey Moore minutes. Give me Lancashire on the bench as well. I think Lancashire, I can't see Richie being able to play 90 minutes just yet. So Lancashire on the bench to get minutes off of Ritchie. Pape on the bench if necessary as well. So you've still got a few options on the bench in that way. Defensively, I mean, defensively is defensively. There's nothing else you can do about it. There's nothing else there. So yeah, I hope we're not playing through it back as well, mate. Don't worry. What about Yang and his minutes? I'm not as much being like Yang needs minutes. He needs time to settle. And they said they weren't going to rush him anyway. So this is, they're not going to rush him into this game. I mean, they're definitely not starting him yet at East, mate. They'll start. They'll probably more likely put Ritchie on the left, play Lancashire through the centre, and Mikey Moore on the right than Yang starting. I think people need to step up, but I also think they're probably shattered, to be fair. And that's what I think. I'm struggling to find that balance of step up and they're also just dying on their feet. Mikey Moore's the same age as you. He's 10 years my junior, mate, pretty much. He's 18 or 17. If he's 17, he's 11 years my junior. It'll be 12 years next month, if that's the case. Do you think the players have down? No, they're not down tools. They're injured, mate. They're not throwing in the towel. At least Gift Orban can't play. Could you imagine the memes if Gift Orban plays and scores against us? What I think of the treatment of Son, the fan treatment of Son is disgusting. The away fans from last against Everton, disgusting. No player deserves that. Where you think he's good or bad or the best or the worst. I think you drop him from this game and you play Mikey Moore. Son can't play 390 minutes in a week, if you know what I mean. So I would do that. You're 18 March 21st. Well, make sure you got 2 months today, mate. It's 2 months today. More Richie, Matt. I like Madders in the centre. We're going to need at times a player to get on the ball and put his foot on the ball and try and dictate a bit of tempo without playing a ridiculous back three. Madders is the guy needed for that because I think Kula goes on the right. Maybe Big Ange will manage Dallas Cowboys if he leaves. Well, if you want to talk about Spurs being a circus, go and have a look at what Dallas Cowboys are because they are the biggest circus in town. They are mental. But look, what do I think about this game? I expect goals. I do. I expect Spurs to score 2. I was right about Everton, by the way, last week. I was like, Spurs will score 2. I did say Everton would only score 1, so there's kind of a little bit right, a little bit wrong. We'll take a small win on that one. But look, I think Spurs will score 2 in this game. I'm in an arm between Hoffenheim scoring 1 or 2. Are we going to get an away win or are we going to get a draw? I'll tell you what, this will help me. I'm going to put it as a poll. Here we go. There we go. Stick it in there. You guys can help me decide what I should think. Restaurant and says can't get this 2 injured. But we also can't punt on certain games, mate. That's the other issue I'm having. One of them's going to have to start. Levy does have to help Ange. He has to help the club. Let's talk about injuries, please. It's so difficult. It's just so difficult. Van der Ven back this weekend? I don't think so. I don't. Aren't Hoffenheim in a relegation battle? Where are they in the league? They're 15th, mate. They're 15th. Genuine question. Stavely, good news or no? It really means nothing, mate. It's an investment to make some money. She'd have no power at the club. She has no say in the football side of things. It's not for anything. Depends on formation 3 at the back. No, I'm taking a 4 back. Factor into your pick of this is going to help me pick what I think it should be. We're taking a 4 back. In my eyes, we're playing a 4 back. So these are the 2 results that I think it might be. No loss option. No, because I don't think Spurs are going to lose this. I don't. Austin, Porridge, Jackson, Davies, Gray, Bedscore, Bava, Richie is 10, more Young Lancashire. I don't know. Hoffenheim are bad, but this is Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to deny that. Oh, I just don't care about Erling Haaland quotes about a 9.5-year deal. I just don't care. Romano just posted whatever crap he can find. Right, I've got a bit of Dibling news to come to. So, oh my God, this poll is close. 59% say 2-1 Spurs. Let's back 2-1 Spurs for now, but I think 2-2 might be where I'm going to end up. But we'll do my last-minute thoughts on Thursday. We'll talk about it then, all right? Don't worry. Right, finishing off with Dibling news, Sky Sports news. And by the way, I was waiting to us to be fed some more crap about Dibling. Here we go. Tottenham Hotspur are one of many clubs interested in Southampton's teenager Tyler Dibling. Well, we know that. But the winger moving this window is unlikely. We're just fed crap. We're just fed so much crap 24/7. Like, we want to sign this player. Oh, but it's so difficult. Oh, we want to sign that player, but it's too much money. Oh, grr. It's just, we're interested in FC. We're monitoring FC. We're keeping an eye on FC. We are what you would call, you get your phone out. You get your phone out. You're getting on your dating apps and you're swiping, I've got a match. You do all the groundwork to go and meet them. You have a good time with them, and they go, "Let's do something serious." And you go, "Well, I've already met you now. The chase is already done. I'm no longer interested." That's all it is. That is all it is now. We love a chase. We love getting on our phones, messaging. Oh, look at that. Look at the back and forth chatter I'm having with this person. You succeed in the chase. I'm actually really bored now. I didn't realize this was actually going to lead to us having to meet up. Oh, I don't want to do that. I just like the chase. That's all it is. We are a human that loves a chase. That's all it is. We are Chase FC. We love a chase. It's lazy journalism, aren't we? The eighth richest club. Money talks. Sky, breaking news: the sky is blue. It's unlikely because he's injured for 6 weeks. Yeah, but it's just more so unlikely because we're Spurs. Did you like the comedian Sean Locke? I loved Sean Locke. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The way that you just had that rant and the gur at the end reminded me of him. Sean Locke was probably one of my favorite comedians. Not always, sometimes great. It was great today on my dog walk. Fatty and Skriniar loans. That's my worst nightmare, Dean. And I've not even got a glass of squash here to get me through that nightmare. I've got an empty glass and a full bottle over there. I'm in the middle of that. Tamori and Cherky. That's what a more serious club would do. Tamori and Cherky. Because I think you could probably get both of them done for about 55 mil. Now, it'd be a few more quid on top, obviously, due to fees. But 55 mil. So total spend for this window would be about 70 mil. That would be a hell of a lot more serious. Young players as well that could be around for years. We're not going to do that, are we? Well, we would get like Cherky, and then you get me on loan to go play centre half. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up. I might be strong enough to play centre half, but I'm also 5'9". Can you imagine what Dominic Calvert-Lewin would do to me in the air? He'd still be jumping. He'd be clearing. He'd jump and clear my head and land. And I'd be like, can someone help me here? Because he's just leapt over me. Yeah, I did see about Dorgy. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if we could sign a player, an outfield player. I mean, was it Brentford signing Coyote from Fiorentina? That'd have been nice. A fullback would be nice. Hell, if we didn't sign a centre back and we signed a fullback, I'd go, all right, I can get a little bit more on board with that. It's more defensive cover, That means Van de Ven and Davies would never, ever play fullback. But you know what I mean? Trick question for you. Are we doing any more business in this window? Remember the chairman's levy up. We'll do some more business. We'd get another sponsor. We'd get another sponsorship deal. Look at this. Hey, guys, we've got a new sponsor for our training ground socks. It's like, how many more sponsors can we have for certain things? Cherky for 20 million and 25% sell on. Tomorrow loan with option. Well, that's not crazy, is it? Juventus beating City 2-0. Is it? Oh my God, is there Champions League football on? Am I being an idiot? Monaco are beating Aston Villa 1-0 and Atalanta are beating Sturm Graz 1-0. Sturm Graz, by the way, they've had 2 shout-outs in a Spurs Hoffenheim chat. You wouldn't have thought that. We'll do more business, not. Yeah, let's all buy some socks. Yeah, I know. Teddy's going to come in here and be like, do you remember that time I sent you those weird socks? I'm like, don't bring that back up, bud. All right. But look, let's see about the Hoffenheim situation. Obviously, let's see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, it'll be the 22nd of January. At some point, we're going to sign someone, don't you think? At some point. At some point. At some point. I'm just in my head praying that we're signing someone, hopefully, this week. I'm not asking for crazy amounts, you know? Where's Cardoso? In Spain. He's in Spain. He's in sunny Spain. Well, maybe a bit darker because it's about 20 to 8 p.m. In the evening. How the hell the club thought the squad was good enough to go into the season like it was mental to me? That's completely on them. Didn't Hoffenheim sign a striker from Stuttgart to start the window? I don't know, mate. I know they were signing Gift Orban, as we all know who that is. God, I wish we got Rafinha before he started playing good again. Well, yeah. I was wrong about him because I was like, I don't know if he's the player that I want. I was wrong there. I was wrong there. The tea lady is free at West Ham. Can she play centre-back? Can she play centre-back? Just, I'm asking for a friend. And my friend is Daniel Levy because it's free and it's centre-back. Real Betis signed Anthony. They did. I highly doubt that we'll see any player this window. Bloody hope we do. You know, how the club is 22 days into the window with no outfield players signed is a joke. The club is not serious. If they sack Ange, I'll be fuming. I mate, 21 days and still no left back, centre back, or even a forward player. How many injuries do we need for the board to sign players? I don't know, mate. I mean, we're at double figures already. So if not now, I don't know when. Hey, Rec, how are you, mate? It'll be a last minute signing on deadline day, and Danny Rose needs to Google him. I'll be there next to him going, how'd you spell it again? Oh, okay. This says there's nothing on him, and Danny Rose will go, well, I've got nothing on Google, and I'll go, good. Looks like he's going to be a good player then. T-Lady does get injured, does not get injured easily. Right, sign her up. Sign her up. Get her in now. Get her in now. Levy has to play. Can I play on the opposition team? Spurs got me down bad. Romero want out this winter. Romero's not going anywhere, mate. Mead had a great Levy rant on TalkSport. Do you know what's really interesting is the amount of former players, current players have all called him out. Just saying. There's something to think about. Sorry, shout about Jazz. The Rose quote is still valid. Absolutely. Who needs a lady when you... Jesus Christ. Hey, Donna, how are you? Mido's a go. Lloyd Kelly wants to leave Newcastle. Yeah, no. I mean, apparently Juve want him and it's going to cost like 20 to 30 million. Don't buy the narrative. The squad is divine and Ange. I think it's rubbish. It is rubbish. I don't believe it for a hot second, mate. A hot second. But look, really good stuff in this video here. Obviously, thanks very much for joining me this evening. I'll be back tomorrow to talk a little bit more about Spurs. Hopefully, got some good transfer news. Because it would be really nice for once. All right? But we'll talk about it then. Obviously, join me tomorrow, discuss a little bit about it then, and I'll speak to you all then. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Enjoy the football this evening, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Peace.